You guys, this is all secret information. Brock Boeser has been traded to the Calgary Flames in exchange for goaltender Mike Smith, Micheal Ferland, and a 2023 first-round pick. This is incredible because Brock Boeser is the player who, over this entire season, has shown to us what he's been capable of. He was in the Calder race, he got himself 55 points, and now, going into next season, he will be a Calgary Flame. This is something that you haven't heard on Twitter. They haven't posted any updates on this. I'm getting special sources on the matter who are informing me of this decision right here. And this is an incredible piece of secret news that you won't find anywhere else. I have the one source of pure insider information that will provide with all the truths regarding this matter. You won't find this on Twitter. You won't find this on Reddit. You won't find this on the official Canucks website probably until tomorrow, because nobody wants to talk about this today. Since today is April 1st, people are just going to believe that it is a joke, but it is not. I tell you, this is the best trade the Vancouver Canucks have executed since the trade earlier this season, wherein we traded Thomas Vanek for Tyler Mott and Jussi Jokinen. Because Brock Boeser is a player who has shown to us over this season how invisible he can really be. Because if you look over the past few games, we haven't really seen anything of Brock on the ice since the beginning of March. He's been basically invisible out there in the past few games, and this is a trade for the better, because we get ourselves some assets coming back who are really showing themselves to be good things for the Canucks' future. Let's look at the left winger that we got back from the Calgary Flames first, Micheal Ferland, 6'2", 208 pounds. He is the guy who provides a safe working environment for our players, because he's the guy who could step up physically, he could step up mentally, he could play on the first line, put him wherever you want, get himself 20 goals in a season, get himself 20 assists. He's at 21 goals in this season right now. So that just shows you how versatile of a player Ferland is. When you need him to be hot, he can be hot. And it's just been exemplified over the past few years. Remember that playoff series a few years ago in 2015? Ferland, the absolute monster of a player, was able to provide the environment that allowed the Flames success. And right here, we're getting this guy on the team. He's on the team now, and he's a Vancouver Canuck. And what we're going to hope for going forward is, as we play the Flames more and more, Micheal Ferland will prove himself to be that kind of player who could really enforce that mental assertion and dominance over the other team. Let's look at the other pieces that we got in this trade. Goaltender Mike Smith. Mike Smith is a very good goaltender that you guys are going to like seeing in Vancouver next season. He solves the contract problems. He solves the goaltender problems. We won't have to rely on Jacob Markstrom, Anders Nielsen, or even Thatcher Demko, because we're going to have a solid NHL veteran in Mike Smith to compensate for all of our losses coming in the Vancouver Canucks net. This is an absolutely profound and amazing decision because it provides that sense of security that we needed. And then, looking at the first-round pick that we got later down the line, of course, this is going to be a first-round pick. So, that's great. Absolutely great. They didn't give us their first-round pick from this draft because that's over in New York right now, but they gave us the one a little bit down the line. So the big question everyone's going to be asking here, why did we trade Brock Boeser? Why did we get ourselves Ferland, a first, and Mike Smith back? Well, simply because it was the best deal available. If you go ahead and do this deal in NHL 17, it's going to work, because the value here is sort of equal. Brock Boeser, who has become an immediate fan favorite here in Vancouver, is basically worth this amount on the trading block. And I sincerely applaud Jim Benning for accomplishing this task, because Brock Boeser is a player who, although he was revered here in Vancouver, seen as the next Prince Charming, the Flo, this was a player who could provide us a good sense of trading security. Because even though he was sort of pretty good for us, I think, he was able to fetch us a veteran goaltender, a strong left winger who could enforce mental dominance over the opposition, and a first-round pick. Would you rather have these things than a Brock Boeser, who has been invisible the past few games? I know I would. I know it's the best decision out there. That's why Jim Benning was able to accomplish this, because the Calgary Flames were too involved in their team to realize that, hey, Mike Smith, Micheal Ferland, and a first for Brock Boeser, that's pretty stacked in favor of the Calgary Flames. I have no idea why they were able to accept this one. Maybe they see something in Boeser that we didn't see a little bit earlier, but the bottom line is, Brock Boeser is now a Calgary Flame, and to be honest, I don't know how he'll be able to help them out. They've already not been confirmed for the playoffs. Next season, I have no idea how they're going to end up, especially with Brock Boeser on that first-line right wing spot, maybe, playing alongside of guys like Monahan, Gaudreau, Giordano. I don't know how it's going to work for Brock Boeser, because he's been invisible the past few games, and we all saw that streak where he went cold. Who's to say how many of those streaks he's going to have over there in Calgary? But the thing is, he's not our problem now. Brock Boeser and his cold streaks and his being invisible on the ice and his ability to scare the entire city by getting hurt. This is not a part of our team anymore. This is now Calgary's problem. And what we got over here in Vancouver is a first-round pick that will help us with our future, a good, young, strong left winger in Micheal Ferland, and Mike Smith. All three of these assets could help the team win now, as well as down the line. So literally, this is the perfect trade for Vancouver. Micheal Ferland is a Canuck. Mike Smith is a Canuck. We get ourselves another first-round pick because people were really pissed off over the past few months that we weren't able to get any picks through any of the trades that we had. We finally got one here, folks, and all it took was Brock Boeser. And I think it's pretty good. Brock Boeser is a Calgary Flame, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Twitter group, gaming. Please don't get pissed off at me, because it is April 1st. If I'm going to be honest, it was really hard to maintain that for a good 8 minutes. It was kind of hard to BS my whole way through the entire idea that we traded Brock Boeser. But of course, it's fake news. It's fake news, just like the big orange dude over there in America says. It's fake news, and there's going to be a lot of fake news over there, because today is April 1st, and is it true that April Fools only lasts until 12? Because in that case, it's 10:20 right now, and I should really get this video uploaded as soon as possible, just so I could, I could say it was uploaded for April Fools. But yeah, that was an interesting little idea I tried to experiment with. You guys can, comment down below if you guys got scared or whatever, saw this notification pop up in your timeline that Brock Boeser was a Calgary Flame, because honestly, I'd vomit. But overall, he's still on the team. I don't see him getting traded anytime soon. But, of course, because I said that now, he's going to get traded in 2 years because of attitude issues or whatever. But I digress. Brock Boeser is not a Calgary Flame, thank goodness. Thank goodness. But at the same time, happy April Fool's Day, happy Easter. You guys enjoy this with your families and everything. Take a rest out there. It's still spring break over here for us BC Lower Mainland folk. I'm going back to school on Tuesday. Man, I can't wait. No, just kidding. I probably can wait. I'll probably be spending my Easter having some fun scrolling through, looking at the April Fool's Day jokes. just being glad that we still have Brock Boeser on the team. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Gaming, and bye.